What was 11 days ago? I don't know what that was. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. Tells me right. Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to actually get to play my Apple.
Quit your bitching.
Yep.
Where's the blue? Oh, there's the red one. I think the red one probably has a better eraser at this point. Oh yeah, it does.
So how much would a cantrip be?
You can't learn your cantrips.
Ah, come on.
That's the one thing they don't allow you to take extras of.
Doesn't make sense. Really, cantrips were like the most useful ones.
Cantrips don't go in the snowboard though. They're just spells that you know that are always memorized. They're simple.
I think that's kind of crazy because prestidigitation can kill a Tarrasque.
You know,
Oh my god. A couple times kicking in. Thank the Lord. It's alright. Let's see what else writes. Oh my god, you're beautiful.
remember the ritual spells you don't have to prepare.
My favorite part about wizards.
Huh.
It's like my favorite part about wizards.
Good.
You know what's nice now is that now we all get to pick out new character models.
I need to find a Warforged me.
Yeah, I mean, this is close enough.
They're Hero Forge, like Warforged, like I can't get the proportions right. That's what I want.
I could imagine. Hey, you're just in time for the conversation.
For a mute button today on your dog, and it fucking worked. I didn't hear a fucking screech or anything when you came home.
He was actually, I don't remember, I heard Scooby, I didn't hear Keenan when he came in. He was running around, but I don't think he barked.
That's all I'm saying.
I think he did screech once, but it
Made like a yelp.
He was probably out of it. So I didn't hear him. So
I got a new schedule this morning.
Oh,
Did
yeah?
you?
Yep.
Is it worse?
That's my next question.
Sunday is my only partial day off for the next week and a half, 2 weeks.
Oh, nice.
I now no longer am working Sunday day, but I'm working a few shifts in the next week where I work twice a day with 9 hours in between my shifts.
So definitely not better.
Ugh. Double shift days.
Yeah. And overnights on top of that. Yeah, it is. Is Cody showing?
He wasn't feeling well when I left, so I don't think so.
3 of us.
It shouldn't be that bad.
Well,
Good introduction day.
Well, for each ass cheek.
Fucking right, dude. It makes it easier to fart and not have to worry about.
There's no resistance.
There's no resistance, and hopefully it's gas. Oh,
I feel that. So you came at a perfect time for the conversation. We were talking about the easiest way to kill a Tarrasque.
so you get the cantrip.
Prestidigitation, right?
Yeah, dude.
It works so well.
Dude, it's my favorite fucking thing to do. I don't know what's my more favorite part about it, though. The fact that it is so useful for killing a Tarrasque, or the fact that it annoys Evan
so much.
every time I say it.
It's wrapped around your shirt like I can't pull it. So I want to actually plug this not right in because I am.
He's gonna fucking just lose all of his.
Yeah, I found it in the middle of the table. I'm like, alright, well. At least it's not just Thursday.
There's only one thing I forgot to do. I forgot to name my character. I made it today. Before I fell asleep.
Where'd you go for class?
I'm a monk.
Boy, that is obnoxious.
I'm sorry. It has no lower speeds because they all burnt up. No the highest speed available.
And pray to God, it
We
doesn't
can.
pick up that well.
I can smell that it burnt up.
Yeah, it's collected in it. Don't worry, it won't smell that bad.
Dude,
My space
the
heater did it, I'm so sad.
the people at my work are so
Great.
aggressively addicted and ambitious towards losing
Yeah,
weight
we saw that.
that they plugged a lamp in so vigorously that it not only burnt on one side, but it snapped it in half at the thickest part of the outlet head.
Jesus.
Yeah, dude. I came into that this morning. I'm like, oh, cool. It's fucking broken and it's left there, and it's unplugged. It's this fucking lamp.
Evan, scoot over a little bit.
But then with the plastic, it was burnt up on the back side of one of the sides. And I'm like, how hard do you have to be? Like, well, let me rephrase
Did it
that.
die or you turn it off?
How hard do you have to plug that motherfucker in hopes that maybe you'll save energy or it'll work that much better? Like, that's a new level of excitement.
So do you have an magic weapon? Right?
Counts as
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, you can add a magic weapon if you want. Just +1 if you want.
That's cool. Okay, cool.
I
didn't
mean,
write
you
any-
can make yours +1 if you want. Just way it's fair.
I didn't write anything.
No,
It just died?
the fan died. The heater still works. Fucking Christ.
What the fucking
It was just starting to get my feet warm.
Scoot over just a little bit more, Evan.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Sam!
I'm just trying to get the camera set.
But you
Oh,
don't
well,
even
sorry.
know what is.
There we go. Okay.
Partway through the stream, I'll just jump between sides. This is Dan Brockman.
Alright. Cracking this up real quick.
What's your name? How tiefling did you go? Or is Jacob just good enough? I won't use Jacob. Bad memories. Oh, okay, you went that route. Okay, I'll fit the theme.
Alright. Let me adjust title.
Okay, cool.
Jesus Christ. Motherfucker one.
Jesus Christ, Josh, really? This is my friendship level.
And just so you know what Cody plans to be is a Elven Ranger. Just so you
Cool.
have that in mind.
I thought about it long and hard, and I'm like, why would I go from one ranger to another ranger though?
Mm-hmm.
So I was gonna play originally what's his name, Nikolai.
Like the Russian?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh god, get the fuck away. I want dark mode. What is this bullshit?
Dude, I want fucking Mardi Gras mode where like fucking
Mardi
confetti
Gras.
just randomly goes across my screen.
I think it's a little
At least
less
I
Mardi
think
Gras
it's part, you know.
mode. That heater smells so good, Evan.
You know, it'd be really good with that smell. If you like took some fucking cheese and put it on it, and just like, yeah, maybe a little bacon. That would actually smell amazing.
Uh-huh.
Bacon smells amazing. Bacon and coffee are like really fresh cut grass. They need to make shit like that. Candles. You catch it on fire and you melt it a little bit.
Holy
Smells like
shit.
fresh cut grass.
We're at 140 followers. We're 10 away.
Subscribe, you won't. No balls.
Whoa. There's one thing I want to say before I adjust the title restart. I did find another copy of Gozen, so I have a copy of Gozen for you. I was going to bring it today, but I forgot, so I'll bring it Sunday to get a second copy of Gozen.
Excuse me.
Alright. Update information. All set. Alright, so we're beginning. So welcome everybody back to Lawfully Chaotic. This is our 39th episode. And this is our part B campaign basically. So the idea of this is all of you guys' interactions with the southern part of the world. Now it is all going to, well, the beginning of this is going to be with the northern part of the world. So you see how the north looks at different stuff, how they operate, and get an idea of their side of things. Quick write-up of basically the time skip from the last episode to this. So it's been 3 years since the last episode. Since then, the original party that started the campaign has been absolved of all their crimes. They are free to return back to the north to Teltrina if they wish, but it does not mean that Teltrina is safe. The northern armies have now grown to take over 5 of the major cities, which I can let you know what those cities are. Oops. I don't think you've actually been in any of those in touch. Oh, you've been to one. So, Teltrina, Malwatch are the first 2. You guys have been in both of these. Started in Teltrina, visited Malwatch. Then there is New Mombasa. That is the city which you guys will be going to today.
New Mombasa.
New Mombasa.
We're going all like Overwatch in here.
Then there is Sanguis, the city of Sanguis. That is one that came up in the past, but you guys never traveled to it. And then Frostcrest, which is...
Wasn't Terracell also in the north?
Terracell is the entire continent.
Oh, that's the entire oh.
Yes.
What was the other one that... I could have sworn you labeled another one too. This morning.
I don't believe so.
No, maybe it was just Terracell. Could have sworn nothing. Maybe I just made it up when I was half away.
Okay. So yeah, so Frostcrest is the 5th one, which is a more glacial part.
Lake Fortune.
Lake Fortune's down south.
Oh, that's down south.
Yeah, that's east.
But it's under northern control.
Correct.
Now.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over that in a second as well. So these are the 5 major cities that are part of the Northern Army at the moment. So, these 5 cities have basically transformed this army and grown over the 3 years. Shortly after the last party went underground into Corsican, the city of Corsican, what was it? Mosdeep, the city of Mosdeep, the druid, basically safe haven, was attacked by northern armies. The druids themselves were able to defend most of the swamp in their city, while Sokar army was able to come up and fight off the northern army. This battle lasted for 5 days until the end of it, where they were finally able to push northern army back up and defend Mosdeep. Unfortunately, during this time, the city of Lake Fortune was attacked. Lake Fortune didn't have all the defenses in order to defend from a full-scale attack until they fell quickly and weren't able to get support from the Sokor army. Since then, Lake Fortune is still under the control of the Northern Army, with Catherine still trying to hold off as much as they can from them getting resources and reinforcements. But all they can really do is wait and do their best. So, where the new party takes place, 3 years after these events, you guys are currently on your way towards the city of Mombasa. This is the capital of Terracel. This city is the biggest in the entire continent. Quite diverse, and has a lot going on in it. You guys are currently on a cart with your current destination for the city in order to try and help out the best they can. Most of their actual forces are with the Northern Army, doing what they can. So you guys are kind of here to help out with just basic city duties. So with that, we'll do an introduction with who you guys are, who you're playing, and then we will start.
Hi, I'm Evan.
Personal designation
He's been waiting.
Or
for
3 for
weeks.
short.
Yeah, he's been waiting a long time for that.
And now his character is W-E-T. For you. I can't find my fucking name, so I'll make one up. I'm Ernie, and I'm going to be playing a
Ernie.
tiefling monk.
Catherine.
Stan.
No!
You're going to,
I thought about it.
you're going to stand?
They hate Stan. No, my name is going to be Eris Vol.
Okay. And you are a tiefling monk? Alright, and Chris?
Ari for short. I'm not Chris, and I won't be playing Karya.
Excellent. And your race?
You slut. You
And
lied
then
to
your
me
classes?
all these years. We're how old?
And
Yeah, exactly.
Your class is
My
Blade
own
Singer.
sister.
One of the rules I had set for this campaign originally is that anyone can play Blade Singer with any class. Generally, I don't like class restrictions, except for Turtle. You can't play Blade Singer with Turtle.
No, I'm a blood hunter barbarian.
Yeah, that's right. You didn't record that? How could you?
I wouldn't record that I'm a blood hunter barbarian, Sam.
That's the information that you should tell people.
Yeah, how do I know I can trust you? If our relationship is built on lies. Drill. Oh, sorry. That's what my girlfriend said.
How many did you end up recording for that?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah, I'm curious how many.
He's had what, 2-3 weeks?
Yeah, he's had a what?
So a lot.
Okay.
Don't play through all of them, but. So like a good 20 voice lines?
Yeah.
He went hard on this like a teenager finding out he can play with himself. But not wrong.
Alright. So, you all have your own personal origins right up here in the north. Currently, the three of you are in the back of this very well-crafted cart. It's got a door open on the side, a nice overhang. Looks to be well-shaped, kind of one that you'd see royals travel around in. You have windows inside the cart where you can see out. You've been traveling for a while now.
How big is this cart? Because it's kind of big.
It can only fit 6 medium-sized creatures in the back, and then 2 drivers up front.
I'm 7 foot 10 inches tall.
It's a tight squeeze for you, but you can fit. So you have the big bulky metal person with the drill, and then 2 tieflings.
Chiefly an angel.
I think that you've
No,
got
I ended up switching to a tiefling because I wanted the spell abilities.
So, the sun is slowly beginning to rise, and you're all kind of waking up, still traveling. So you finally get to see the outline through the rising sun of this great wall ahead of you. You see as it kind of forms around the major part of the city. To south of the city, you can see what appears to be an island that also has this great wall around it. A large bridge connects between the two. And in just a very distance, you can kind of make out what appears to be this large tower. I'll have everyone do a history check on the city.
Well, 18. No, I didn't record each individual number.
I got 18 as well.
I probably didn't get that. 15.
15? Okay. So you all know of this. This large tower in the distance seems to be higher than any other tower or building within the city itself. This is called the Satellite. This tower is the home of the most royal members of the city, the ruler of the city, and it also is a recurrent base for members of the Northern Army to meet. Unless you are given clear access, almost no one is ever allowed to enter the Satellite. It is the tallest building on the entire continent, though. So,
Like it's at the highest elevation, or like
It's
it's,
like a-
it's like
it's
the building,
it's a
or
straight
it's
tower.
just the tower itself is the tallest building.
like the tower itself, so like it sits on the ground and just.
So there are higher points in the world. It's just this tower is
It's
the
the
tallest
tallest,
building.
yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if it was the other way around.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's good enough for me.
So,
This is a new place.
and you guys slowly approach closer to the city. And you see the front entrance with this large stone archway. There are about a dozen carts that are set to the side. None of them looking nearly as nice as the one you're currently in. There are what appears to be farmer carts and different goods that are being brought to the city. Each cart has some sort of on guard that's going through inspecting the entire thing. The cart slowly moves up to the archway.
Looks like my spell list on
As
the
it
director.
stops, you see 2 guards kind of walk
Two
forward and
figures
talk
as
to the
well.
driver. One of them kind of veers off and just looks into the back of the cart where you guys are, and kind of peeks his head and heads back. Quick chat from the guard and the driver, and you guys are pushing through inside the city. You're looking about 6 a.m. at the moment. People you can see are kind of moving around in the city. The city is broken up into 8 different districts. As you spend more time in the city, you will learn what each of these districts has. The first one, known as the Gateway District. This is the entrance to the city. You can see as you pass through the archway, the majority of this is just a bunch of armored guards. Keep a position, make sure everything is safe as you all enter. As you push on a little farther through this basically road in the city, you enter a new district. This one seems to have a lot of different shops. Blacksmiths, tailors, carpenters, masonry. All of these seem to be just scattered throughout this district until it kind of comes to an end when you reach your third and final district on this trip. This district is known as the Rose District. The driver kind of yields back to you guys, letting you know that this is where you will be staying. The Rose District is where most of the city workers live. It's designed for them to have their own space they need. So guild members, city workers, all that stuff all live in the Rose District. You also notice as you're driving through that you pass this large, very highly protected bridge that goes off to the other island. Eventually your car comes to a stop as you are outside a small but some decent sized looking house.
Cool.
The driver comes back and goes, this is your stop?
What race is the driver?
Human.
Human.
Affirmative.
He gets out.
He wobbles and shakes.
So, I guess I'll sort of start. So my character has like longer silver hair with two horns that come up the back of my head and like point forward kind of deal. And I wear like these gauntlets that come up just past my shoulder kind of deal, like arrow guard looking things. But they have like a scale pattern. And I have one weapon on me and a pack on me, and I'm somewhat finely dressed. Get up and I'll hold my hand out for my sister.
I'm reaching for his hand as he's reaching.
Okay.
Because I can tell he's moving.
He let you do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you have a blind sister.
Drill stands a good 7 feet 10 inches tall, well over 450 pounds. Just pure organic metal or bioorganic metal and dark wood, whatnot. His entire body is like made of a full plate armor, and it's all dinged and scratched, like you can't polish it all. His right arm has this massive drill that takes place of his hand, and strapped to his back is just this little pouch. Well, a little pouch. It's more like a full-size backpack, but him just a little pouch.
Mm-hmm.
He has a belt going around his waist that has different satchels and pouches and whatnot. And then on his backside, there's actually a doll missing like one eye and half of its hair on its head. You can swear it looks at you.
Huh.
Alright.
Because of that, I occasionally am going to be using minor illusion cantrip the entire ride to make it not look like it's looking at me.
Okay.
And definitely not let it look like Momo.
Oh my.
Every time you do that, you hear this little girly voice say,
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Don't care, bitch. I'm making you pretty.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Alright. So you guys step off. You see the small house in front of you. As you enter inside the house, it's well kept. There appears to be 4 different rooms in this house. You have a sort of standard living area, and then an area for you to make food. It's simple, but it looks nice, and it is what you guys have to call home for now in the city.
Starting off better than last time. We have a home.
Sure.
Just because I haven't yet, my character is about Ernie's height. She's brunette, messy, long messy hair, wavy. Looks like she's wearing your hippie grandmother's tablecloth over her shoulders. Very, very dirty and homeless looking. Not dirty, but
But yeah.
The opposite of me.
Right. If a hippie were violent, that's what I look like.
I've seen a lot of violent hippies.
And my eyes are like kind of misted over.
Alright. So, you can claim a room for yourselves, do as you wish to decorate. As it
I
is.
immediately clean or prestidigitation.
Alright. Clear
Whatever is within.
Yep, whatever was
Reach.
left behind that wasn't fully cleaned, you're able to clean it all up. It almost looks like there's a sparkle to it now.
Good. Better stay that way.
And she gets it clean. I walk in.
Alright.
Mom liked me better.
So, you have, it's currently 6 a.m. You weren't really given a time of when people would come to meet you, in which your task will be in the city. So for now, you have free time to do as you wish. Shops will begin to open soon within the city. As you currently don't really know your way around the city too much. It will take a little bit of trial and error to figure out exactly where things are that you're looking for. But you've seen a few things so far along the way.
Okay.
I don't know if I told you, because I told the other two. Starting goes to 500.
I was just gonna ask that.
Okay. And you could have purchased whatever you'd like beforehand if you wish. You can also buy common items, common magic items and stuff if you wish.
I don't even know what common magic items pertain to. I don't know what it was.
Can I reskin a rapier into a slashing weapon?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, just 2 slashing. Perfectly fine.
Boom.
Um,
Goes the dynamite.
I think Xanathars and the DMG both have the magic item list.
Magic item list?
Yeah.
Danger.
And I think Xanathar has its own as well.
Oh yeah. It's like a basic one.
Yeah.
Hand of Vecna.
Is that really what your turn to?
I hand and yeah.
Nice.
Well, it was meant to be, Sam. Can't
take
take it
the
back now. You, yeah, I know you would.
Yeah. So with your 500 gold, you can choose to buy whatever you wish.
Holy Jeezums.
Is it?
You guys basically got your own rooms, do what you want with them, and then it's currently 6 a.m., so you can do as you wish until something happens.
I venture out into the city,
Okay.
checking for any sign of bit.
Alright. Make an investigation check.
That thing, excellent at that. Just excellent, you know.
I knew it. You know, I knew. I just
4.
when I looked at you, I knew it.
Alright.
Strongest suit? No. Just
After searching for a bit, you find yourself in front of this really small, quaint-looking house. As you enter the house, it is your house. You enter back into your own home.
looks around.
Welcome back. That was quick. I thought as much. I'll see you later, Siri. I'm trying to find the damn appendix for it.
Roll a d4.
For where the normal items are on here. Normal magic items.
You begin walking through. This part of the city seems to kind of open up more. It's a lot more small buildings kind of scattered about. You see a lot of people setting up different shops and stuff. Almost looks like you're in some sort of like farmer's market or a flea market area.
I look for any like alchemical shop or any type of magic shop.
Okay. Most of those you found on your way to your house. Where you are now is a bit away, so you have to do a little bit of backtracking to try and get to that area. This seems to be more based around food and just general supplies that people have crafted to sell.
Turns around, that's right.
Okay. Do you look for any of those shops? Alright, roll an investigation check.
12.
Okay. So the first shop you find as you head back into the Mason district, you find this small little potion shop called the Empty Cauldron. Okay, right in?
Wait, is he looking, is he in a magic shop right now?
He's in a potion shop.
Is there a magic shop here?
You saw a couple on your way through.
Did they look in any way impressive?
They just looked like generic. They just had a couple items. Basically, everything you find in the book is what they have for uncommon magic items.
Uncommon?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you enter inside.
There are a couple I want to ask about them.
If you can afford it, you can buy it.
Yeah, I'm wondering about the price of a few and if they have a few.
First thing you see as you step in is that there are multiple of these cauldrons that seem to be enchanted in a way as they are stirring and mixing stuff about. There's this weird scent in the air that's almost sweet and sour at the same time. It's all these different potions being brewed. You see the Stephen male come up. How may I help you?
Direct mission. Locate and acquire Dawson Core. Destination B1-T.
It's gonna be a long session.
Did you want any potions?
Uh-oh.
Oh man.
Affirmative.
Oh, very excellent. What are you looking for?
Unknown.
I see.
It's true though.
Anything that you wish to acquire?
Recalculated.
Okay. We have healing potions.
Affirmative.
How many would you like?
One.
He slaps down 50 gold.
One healing potion. Will that be all?
Affirmative.
Thank Lord.
Lord.
Have a fine day.
Saying this will keep happening until they find Bit.
So normal magic items are uncommon in the book, right?
Yes.
Or okay.
Oops, it has to say uncommon next to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I was looking at those. Well, that specific
Those are the ones
one.
that you're gonna find in there.
So what items are you curious about?
Fuck, this one's rare.
A few.
One braces of defense.
How much is it?
I want a
They're
price check.
rare. I don't know. It just says rare. It doesn't say the
Okay.
price.
The price is based on rarity.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with this because
So-
I never looked at this book.
Pricing is usually it's 500 for uncommon, 5,000 for rare, 50,000 for very rare, and 500,000 for legendary, which probably won't be able to buy.
You don't know me.
All right.
Name.
So, ask away questions on items, and I'll do my best to answer.
A couple of things I'm looking at are headband of intellect.
Okay.
I know that too.
Perioptic wound closure. A ring of mind shielding and whatever this sword of vengeance is. Yes.
I don't have enough burp to say affirmative, but I almost did. Here it is.
Affirmative.
As if reading my mind.
Okay. So the headband will be priced at $450 at the shop. Next one was the wound.
Perioptic wound closure.
Okay. There we go. Okay. This will be worth $500 in shop. 500 gold.
Okay.
Next one.
The ring of mind shielding.
That's a good one, eh?
Is that really only uncommon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So those high.
All of these are uncommon. There's a whole section. What's up?
No, I'm just setting it down. We were
Oh,
we
you're
were
right at the
looking
good spot.
we were looking at the same fucking things. A couple of my things go off my intelligence.
$450 for the mind shielding, and then the last one was the
Sword of vengeance.
Okay.
I just want to know what that is, and depending on what it is, the price.
We'll look in here. It might be in there, right? Sort of on
It
there.
should.
Should be if it's supposed to be.
You get a +1 attack, so +1 sword. Cursed, sword is cursed and possessed by a vengeful spirit. Give him 2 to extend the close like it to you. As long as you remain cursed, you are unwilling to part with the sword. You never possession. 1, 2 to this weapon. You can give disadvantage on attack rolls made with other weapons.
Yes.
Okay. I'll say for a cursed weapon, it will be priced at 300.
First weapon. So what does it do?
So you can't use if you try to use any other weapon while you have the sword, then it has disadvantage on attack rolls. And then if you get hit in combat, you have to make a wisdom saving throw. And if you fail to save, you have to spend all of your attacks on this creature until either you drop to 0 HP or it does.
Mental conflicts. Eradicate. Eradicate.
Maybe not that one.
That would be interesting.
That's a little bit too hardcore.
You can break the curse by casting banishment on the sword. But then it just
Good
becomes
thing
a
I
plus
didn't take
one
that
weapon.
spell.
Hmm.
The thing things. You said 450 for the Period?
Yep.
How much did that?
No, actually that was the only one I listed at 500, sorry.
Okay,
The other two are 450.
I'll do that.
Okay.
How many gold?
So the 500 for the parrot?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can mark that in your inventory.
Extra conscript.
Huh?
Huh?
But the one that gives you conscript buff?
Nope. It,
No, it stabilizes you.
Yes.
Stabilizes you on that one.
And then when you roll a hit dice, you can double what you get for the hit dice.
I'll buy the headband then.
Headband of intelligence?
Yeah.
Okay. 450, and that brings your intelligence up to 19.
That would have been double
Hmm? No. Okay. Anything else that you guys desire?
Potion person in the same building?
No, but you can travel to a potion place.
Alright, I'll travel to a potion place.
Okay. And then
Ding.
50 gold per potion, so.
And I'll buy one potion.
Okay.
That's all I have money for.
Alright.
We'll break it even, man. One potion. Don't have Jules buying them for me this time around.
Alright. So, any other shopping for you guys, or are you set?
I'm set. I'm broke now, but
Okay.
I'm set. No, now I gotta work to be able to eat, guys. We're good.
Alright. So, after wandering the city for a bit,
You spend all your gold on headband. With a headband, you're like, ah, shit, I should have spent all the gold.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I'm like, aw, I'm gonna go hungry.
that was stupid.
That wasn't a smart idea.
Alright.
Oh man.
So, after going around the city for a bit, you've gone to the Mesa District, which is where most of the shops, actual shops are. Rose District is your home. You went to the Mombasa District. This is the main district of the city, basically. This is where it's most populated. This is where the different types of markets are that aren't just like shops. So that's where you wandered off before. Just getting general information. The other districts are the Cross District. It's a that district is mainly for what do you call it? That district is mainly a housing district for other races, some of the uncommon races. Most of them stay there. It's pretty nice. It's the district owner is run by elves, so they do their best to keep it in a nice condition. Then there is the Narcos district. This is more of your poor area, what people classify the troublemakers to live in. Then there is the Profit District. This is your basically high-end, middle-class, more of the wealthy people live in the main city are, along with the profits of each district. The profits are basically the owners of the district. And then there is the Covet District, which is where all the temples are housed.
Gotcha. Well, we're going to be waiting to go to for the people to show up at our place, right?
Yes,
And they're expected anytime.
basically.
After I'm done shopping, unless they have more running around to do, then I'm pretty much going straight back to work
Okay.
for them. Just because why split up? Well, there is an itch to go to the shady part of town.
Chances are you'll definitely be going there at some point. So,
Who's that voice?
how do you know this? You all eventually regroup back at the house. It's about noon now, when there is a knock on the door.
I'll walk to the door and creak it open a little bit and look through.
You see. So you see this older human, gray beard, gray hair, definitely much older. You see that he has a well-kept suit on with a bunch of badges showing he has served time in combat before. So he has experience.
Teltrina stand.
So behind him you see another one of these really nice, well-crafted carriages, more of the royal set, and then two guards that are kind of just waiting at this carriage. As you crack the door, he kind of looks at you and goes, I am here for the new arrivals.
Oh yeah, it's us.
Excellent.
You know, open up the door.
The name is Clyde.
Arisfall.
Take the hand out.
I'll look like half expectantly to see my sister probably across the room. She's probably already right there.
Oh, I don't leave the side and like a step behind into the side.
So I look like I'm gonna introduce her from across the room. See her there. Go, fucking shit! And you need to stop powering off by the door. I keep forgetting you're there. Gee. Come in.
Thank you.
His drill kind of looks down at his big giant drill on his head.
I was told to meet you all here that you would be staying here. How was your visit so far?
Well, I've never been to this city before, right?
Yes.
Okay. Feel like a tourist. I haven't really gotten to know the city firsthand yet.
Well, hopefully that should all change soon and you should feel right at home. As you know, most of our forces in our guild are out serving the northern armies, which is why you're all here, to kind of help out with the day-to-day work that we can't quite fill up with our guild members. Of course, you'll be paid reasonably for your work here. Any questions, you can contact me. I live nearby the bridge, and it shouldn't be too hard to find my place.
What's his name?
Clyde.
With a K or a C?
C.
Where's Bonnie? At home.
Yes. Making dinner. At noon.
We don't question the way things worked back then. It took a while to get the oven started. It wasn't a pull start. Lives down by the river.
Down by the river!
With a watermelon girl.
River. Bridge.
So, before I begin to task you all, I'd like to know, what are your specialties? What do you do?
I'm pretty good with my hands. And I look at like this little metal rod that's like hanging at my side. And I'm pretty good with this too. More of a martial character.
I see. And you?
I'm totally playing up the blind thing, by the way. I'm staring off into space and
Okay.
listening.
I'm space.
Maybe.
We're anime characters, Evan. Get used to it.
Pretty much the same thing, though I'm well versed in magic.
Excellent, excellent. And you?
Hostiles detected. Combat protocol initiated.
I see your skills.
Advised. Combat protocol deactivated.
Your skills will be very much needed. Thank you.
I think he's good at screwing.
Excellent.
I used Thumb 30 to open all the windows and doors.
Aw, you kid. No, seriously.
Do it again. This goes off.
Alright, I used it to close all the windows and doors.
If that is it, then to talk about your first assignment. How do you all feel about bodyguard duty?
Initiative after summer tea.
It may not be the most exciting of jobs, but it does pay one of the best, especially when you were guarding nobles.
Affirmative.
I mean, I guess he's the most literal version of a body shield. I'm good. I'm good for that. Do we have a dress code, or can we dress as we feel
You
comfortable?
feel comfortable? Make sure you are well equipped in case the chances of something happening are low, but the better equipped you look, the better the odds of the person you're protecting.
So
Is there anything specific we're looking for?
No, it's just most of the nobles always have bodyguards when they go about. It makes them feel more comfortable. Gives you a good way to experience more of the city, especially the noble district.
And earn ends with the right people. Which noble?
He is one of our keepers of knowledge. He goes by Dr. Ryan Gray.
What a plain name. Sure.
Affirmative.
Well, if you're okay with that,
Go, dude.
payment for this 1,000 each should suffice for a night of bodyguard.
Affirmative.
I spent all my money, so that sounds good to me.
What can we expect?
A lot of standing and probably walking around. Most of the keepers of knowledge don't do a whole lot. Do a lot of studying in their own private office, so standing and just waiting. You should be relieved at 4 in the morning.
So why does this man require private security?
It's how they are.
And why did they request my sister to help watch over them?
We can use the city can use as many bodies as it can take. I mean, you all seem to have enough skill to do the job.
I think a meat shield is
You gotta be able to see what you're trying to stand in front to be a meat shield.
You're taller than me, right?
Yeah.
So I'm up behind you and I kind of grab on your sleeve and tug on it a little bit. And I just kind of like, I'll be okay in this, right? Just gonna push into my glove.
I put my hand on my sister's head and pat it like a Japanese anime. There's like this glow for anyone that's on the other side looking at it. This
Do
scene.
the forehead poke.
I got the blushing cheeks going on.
Well then, just gather what you need. Meet me out in the carriage, and we'll be heading over.
Okay.
You get
So
something.
when he said that, did he indicate a direction this carriage is in?
Yeah, he pointed behind the back where the door was.
I'm gonna look the other way. He's like, where?
It's like, over by my direction, this way.
Pick up her hand that direction.
Well, I will see you out there.
But I'm gonna point her hand at the wall. You're gonna feel very easily a chuckle from inside me, but I try to hold it together.
You see him stand up, kind of.
I've done this bit quite a few times.
He stands up, kind of brushes himself off a little bit, and heads to the door.
I head to the wall.
There's just like a
And I intentionally walk into the wall.
There's a solid
You don't. You hear, "Oh yeah!" and the wall just.
I don't feel so well, Mr. Stark.
there's a solid thump as the final entrance around goes a little more to the left.
I go to the right.
No.
Your other left.
Your left, not my left.
I eventually go the right way.
There's an audible. But I didn't move. that wall's not going anywhere. It attacked my sister. I'd like to use Sentinel and hit it.
Already
I would
another
love to
broken
do
wall
it.
inside of the building.
Well, I mean, opens up the place.
Alright. So he heads up to the carriage. You guys
Yeah.
grab what you need.
I have pretty much everything I need because,
I got everything I own on my person.
yeah.
Okay. So you all head up to the carriage. Looks almost identical to the previous one. Second. So you guys all head back to the carriage. It looks like it's identical to the one you guys were in prior. The two cars sit up front, driving the carriage. You see Clyde kind of just lay back a little bit, looking at all of you go. Thing to note as we are heading to the noble district. Of course, only nobles may enter. If you're part of one of the noble families, you may enter, or if you're on bodyguard patrol, you may enter. He kind of hands you each a slip. This will show proof that you are here for tonight to bodyguard, in case anyone asks any questions. Otherwise, of course, you will not be permitted into this area. It is only for safety reasons. You guys kind of get closer to the bridge. I kind of points out the window, goes, "This is where I live, so if you need anything, you may come to me, and I'll be able to help you all to the best of my ability."
I gotta say, I like Clyde a lot more than I did Catherine.
You also
I knew that was coming too.
come to my place in order to gain payment.
Gotcha. It's only like a block away, right? From
Yes.
where we are. Yeah, so it's not that bad. That's not bad.
The carriage enters onto the bridge and begins to go over. The royal district begins to be a little more clear from your area now. As you can see, there are a lot of very large buildings here. Many of the major royal families have their own building for their entire family to stay in. Their way of showing off, I guess. But yeah, it's their district, they can do as they wish. Most of the people here are scholars or families who originally helped craft with the city and have just stayed in power since. Of course, the ruler stays up at the satellite, which is another off-limits building. Even I myself am not allowed there.
How long have you served here?
I've lived here my whole life, serving with the Army and the Navy here for countless battles in the past. This current war is just another battle that we all have to live through.
Fair enough.
In the end, everything will be fine. That's how it works. We are just grateful that people like you can come and support in any way you can.
I mean, the money's good.
Indeed it is. After about 20 minutes or so, you finally get past the bridge into the actual royal district. Everybody that you see who's out and about is all wearing this fine silk, very well dressed. Buildings are magnificently crafted. And you can definitely tell that most of the effort went into building these buildings outside of everything else in the main city.
Hmm. What's the race?
Like
Mainly here, elves. You said.
so
Within the satellite area or the protective area.
the Royal District.
Yeah.
In the Royal District, it's a lot of humans. There are royal elven families, a couple, like a handful of royal dwarven families. There is one royal tiefling family that lives about in the city, this part of the city. They seem to keep it to themselves from what you gathered, though. Don't really interact much with the other royal families.
So tiefling frowned upon.
It seems not so much that they're frowned upon, but that they kind of frown upon others.
Gotcha.
They just don't feel the need to associate with others unless they have to.
Alrighty.
But it is majority human in the royals. So the main city itself is diverse and has a bunch. But humans seem to have the most money here.
Keep showing my body's waking up. Well, sorry about that.
Another 10 minutes or so, and you finally stop to a decent-sized building. It's not huge like other ones. Appears to be about 3 stories. The car stops. You kind of turn and goes, this is one of the Keepers of Knowledge sanctuaries. Basically, where Keeper Knowledge is, a couple of them will stay in these different sanctuaries and call their home. This one, to my knowledge, I believe has 4 different keepers in here. Yours will be on the 2nd floor. I believe he takes up the majority of that floor as his own. You may enter. You have your slips that show you are here for bodyguard duty. And then I will see you tomorrow.
Alright, Clyde. It's been real. I'll see you soon. Thank you for this opportunity, and I'll get up and step out and then offer to help my sister out because she's blind.
Guy's like, watch your head, dear. Be careful of the overhang.
You have no idea how bad I just want to be like,
Oh, I
give her a
walk-
pull and just
I
like
walk
ram her
around.
head right into the fucking thing.
We both stand up. There's a fried noise.
He's like, what a cushion for
Well,
you."
it wasn't me. Huh. That's new.
Clyde then begins to take off and head back towards the bridge. And you guys are sitting in front of what the sanctuary for the Keepers of Knowledge.
What's the cart do?
Huh? The cart.
You said Clyde takes off towards the bridge. So what's the cart do then?
In the cart, I said.
Yeah, I'm just fucking with you, Sam. Well,
There's a lot of people around.
In this general part, no.
guess I'll walk out with my golden ticket in hand like I'm Charlie in the Chocolate Factory.
You step forward, you see there are 4 armed men that are standing outside of the summit gate area before entering this building. As you kind of show off the thing. So you take a step to the side, open up the gate, and allow you to enter. Right now you're in the basically courtyard. There's a nice path, a little fountain in the center that then leads into this almost mansion designed. This almost mansion designed building.
See what we stole.
Which is like
Yeah, you are.
Methodical.
Figurative and literally.
just a constant clacking of metal against stone.
Initiating after subroutine.
Don't worry, that'll never get old.
1 hour later.
I was once a dentist assistant. 1 hour later, and I was no longer a dentist assistant.
As you guys walk inside the building,
Yep. We just like stop. That happens. There's a pause. And we continue walking.
You open the main door and enter in. And your first impression as you enter in, there's a large staircase that goes up to the second floor, and then another one that goes up to a third floor. But the main lobby itself, it's got a few chairs here, candles kind of lit about. It almost looks like you walked into a library with just shelves and shelves of books going all the way up the 3 floors.
Man, if only you could see this. There's books everywhere. How much
You see a couple people kind of walk back
I'm
and
just
forth.
kind of looking around as if I could see them.
Jaw open, drooling.
I turn around and point her towards the books.
Away
from the door.
So you see a couple of people kind of walk back and forth, all of them in this mixture of red and gold silk robes. Like they'll grab a book, sit down, start flipping through. Some of them have a journal that they're writing in.
I like the scenery. It's peaceful. Doesn't feel like war. You said our people that we're looking for are on the second floor? Though?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do a quick scan of the room, see if there's any head librarian person visible. Otherwise, I'll start heading towards the first stairway I see.
Tonight goes on you.
Looking around, everyone seems to all be in the same outfit. No one seems to be in charge. They'll just dress the same, just doing what they're doing.
Then I guess I'll head towards the stairs and...
Okay. You begin walking up the stairs. You can actually feel some sort of cushion in the stairs themselves as you walk up into the second floor.
These stairs are like bosoms. Schmack. Ah, Jesus Christ. Okay, I take it back.
Even for your metal feet, the cushion feels nice. So you get to the
What is feel?
You get to the second floor.
I'll put a voice sign for Dick, you don't hurt me. Damn, I was not prepared.
After going for days, imagine if I actually ended up going bard. I had songs I'd been writing for months.
Someone's going to bard.
I was tempted, but this idea kind of flooded the gates this morning, and then I went to bed, and that was all I had prepared.
Alright, so you're on the second floor now. You have 2 hallways to go down all the way left and all the way right.
Anyone on these hallways?
Not at the moment, no.
Good, we can rob the place. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna go left first.
Okay. So you start heading left and down all these different doors. None of them are labeled at all. None of them are open. You just kind of keep going down and down until you finally get to this big double door.
This must be the place.
Quick knock. A few seconds go by. It almost feels like someone crashes from the inside. And you hear the faint sound of someone swearing in the distance till they kind of
This is definitely the place.
they open the door and you see this plump, still in this red gold silk robes. They appear to be in their 30s or 40s, but they have a very round face and red hair that goes up into a ponytail. He looks at you and goes, You must be my bodyguard for the evening.
That was a good
Excellent.
first guess. Yes, we are.
You've all showed up much quicker than the last set. I'm quite impressed.
The last set.
Yes.
What happened to them? Did they do their job, or did they?
Well,
Just
like,
bail.
they did their job, and then they went on for a new task.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I'm Eris. It's a pleasure to meet you.
again, Dr. Ryan Gray. Pleasure is all mine. It's great to see all these young folks working for a better cause. I appreciate it.
Is there somebody
How
standing
old are you?
nearby?
Huh?
Is there somebody else that's like standing nearby that's just not in the conversation?
No.
Yeah. All these young faces. How old are you? Unknown. Yeah. Sorry, robot.
He just kind of look at you and go,
He looks the guy up and down and just goes,
He's a blunt one.
I see. What exactly are you? That's a shame. How do you feel about being studied?
That's a good question.
Diagnostic status. Deceased.
I see. Well, maybe you'll find feel different after a few drinks later, my friend.
Do you drink?
He pounds a cup of motor oil every night.
That's what I was getting at. You related to Herbie? Mm. So after we're done cooking with our oil, we just give it to him and
Yeah.
he's like bendering it.
Let me grab my things and then we can head out to the town real quick. I got a few errands to run, of course, and then from there, the rest of the day should be pretty easy on you all.
This feels reminiscent of the last campaign with the princess.
Well,
yeah.
if you want to come in, please come in.
After you, sis.
Is there anything to trip on?
At the moment, no. Everything's pretty
My butt.
level ground.
Alright. Oh, that's fine. I'll go.
You all just step in. The main
I will trip you.
his main hallway
Son of
or
a
entrance to his room is just desks upon desks, just cluttered with books, all stacked high. There is a doorway on the left
Is
and
your
a right.
spell book Braille? I mean, you have to see it to memorize stuff in your head.
That's what I have familiar.
No.
It's the only reason I have time familiar.
So basically, you always have to have time familiar prepared. You can never get rid of it because of that.
I was looking at a couple of the magic items that were uncommon and rare in that book that were acted as eyes, but they acted differently. One of them gave you advantage on all perception sight checks, and I thought about using my money to buy that just as a joke to you.
You could get one. Could you
But-
get a magic out of the eyeball? You can attune to an accident of a whole eyeball.
But
Like
like,
sight.
arcane eye would be
I have
awesome
the
actually.
back now.
If I had the money, sis,
Me too.
and I would just take the hand.
So there are two doorways on the left and the right side.
Weird on me.
You're just bent a body, one undead hand, and one metal drill.
Yes.
No, there's the drill, and then the hand's like super.
You
glued
just
to
get
it.
it off the side.
It goes around the drill, and it's just like wow, 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 wow.
It's like a little opening opens up, and then like my hand comes out, my giant hand, like Frankie.
Middle finger, ring of death, or finger of death. Well, shit.
You see Gray go into the right doorway, kind of turn a corner. Be like, I'll be out in 1 second. I just have to get changed for the walk.
If there's any windows in the room that we wait in, I'm gonna go over and look and kind of do a surveillance and make sure people aren't.
There is no windows in this room at the moment. You kind of see one down the hallway to the right doorway, but that's it.
Well,
After a few minutes, he comes out and you see that he's still in a gold red design, but he's no longer in robes. It's more of this suit and then this nice pair of pants that still have the same design going down. You can assume that this design is something that all the scholars wear to kind of show their position.
Gotcha.
If you're all set, we'll just set out.
Sounds good to me.
And we begin walking.
I'm gonna stay like beside him the entire time.
Yeah. And with that, we will go on break.
Well, that went fast. Oh, it's already been an hour and a half. Holy shit.
Yeah, we're about 7:30 now.
Damn.
So you guys can get up to what you need to do.
And I do want to say I'm gonna try to stay beside him at all times during this duty because I
Duty.
do. I duty. Dude. No, because I am able to catch arrows and then throw them back. So,
Yeah.
all projectiles. Monk man.
Yes.
I was checking out those close and missile scenario,
I looked at him for a minute too, but I'm like, I'm a fucking monk. Why do I give a shit?
Okay. So, you guys are all set?
Actually,
Anything else,
really
guys?
good for my HP. 90.
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
Well, that's the thing. Do we take average or do we roll?
You can roll. Either or. It's up to you.
I rolled with Jasper all the way because I was
Oh,
like, you know what?
roll
I like the chance because
Yeah.
if you roll really shit, you
Mhm.
play around that. And I had a couple where I rolled really shit with Jasper, so I was like, oh man.
I
But then I
got
rolled
slightly-
really great with it.
I got slightly over 100, but I'm going to be constantly under. Because
of your abilities.
there's my blood under.
Yeah.
My drill's always charged.
That's good though. You're not gonna do
That can't drop it, so I always have it charged. So
Right.
that actually is very good for me. That's why I saw the arm blade. I'm like, that's prep for Blood Hunter Warforged.
Mhm.
Like they never
Don't-
drop it.
Don't say anything because I have a bet going on with Chris, and he has till when we get back from break.
Yeah, I already figured.
I knew you were gonna know, but I wanted to say that before you ended up saying it out loud.
Soon as you say-
Because I got a bet going on with Chris. I was like, I'll buy you McDonald's for the next frickin' month. Every morning that we hang out for breakfast, if you can guess. Well, I haven't gotten to use my abilities yet, so once I do, we'll see.
Alright. So, for people who are new, this is our break period during our sessions. Every session we do a half an hour break period. Quick fresh air,
Ended up
get
with
food if
5
we
more
need to.
HP.
There you go. How much overall?
61.
Oh, that's not bad though, you're a wizard.
Yeah, that's
That's
really
really
nice.
good.
Good for a caster.
Yeah, dude.
What's your con?
2 plus 2.
Oh. It's around about average.
We're twins.
Well, you have 61 HP.
No,
Good.
my con score.
Alright.
Wait, yeah,
D6.
mine's a 14. Yeah.
Yeah.
With a 19
Yeah.
intelligence
Okay,
now.
so yeah, break period. We do a half an hour break period, get food, take a breather, do what we need to do. Half an hour, we come back. Any questions that people have in chat while we're gone, feel free to ask. And we'll do Q&A. I don't know.
The average would be 52.
Okay. We do a little Q&A. So any questions, we will answer to the best of our ability and we'll come back. And we will continue for the rest of the session.
I do want to point out though, I was thinking that whenever Emmy comes back, that's when I'll end up switching out again for Jasper, but I just don't see the point of playing
Yeah.
Jasper.
That's
I'm gonna
fine.
be playing Jasper and her.
Yeah.
Because she made it clear she's not leaving his side.
Yep.
And
That is absolutely fine.
so I was like, that's why I decided on making a new character.
We should have hopefully an idea when
There's
it's
too
going
many other things.
We should hopefully have an idea when Em's come back at the end of April.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. It's been fun.
My schedule will be changing by then though. So
Yeah, you
hopefully-
won't be in the winter schedule anymore.
Hope I'll be a lot more alive, which means I'll be streaming again before that. But-
Alright. Me and Mac fun for now. Any questions that people have, ask in chat, but we'll be back shortly. I really have to pee. Oh, yeah.
I'm stealing another one of sodas. I haven't been drinking soda, but I'm fucking
I mean, it's for the set anyway, so I don't care. The raspberry ginger ale is actually amazing.
That's raspberry ginger ale?
Yeah.
Oh, give me a raspberry ginger ale.
Everything in here is good.
I'm cool with that then.
No,
I've heard, no, he was drinking one in front of me the other day and I was curious. I've never
Yeah.
had it.
I've only ever had one, I think, in my life.
My
and
stomach's
it
gonna
was
fucking
food.
kill me. I was at work today and I was most way through my shift and dude, I held this piercing pain in my gut. Like when you got shit really bad. Just was all of a sudden felt like someone stabbing in my side. Holy fuck, dude. Like, weird thing to be talking about, I know. But you ever have one of those shits where at the end of it, you can't feel your ass anymore? Not because of pain, but because you had that much pressure built up? I don't know what the fuck I ate.
That's every time I shit.
Dude, I haven't had that. I haven't had anything like that. It's, you know what I mean? Like, of course, I changed my eating around. You know, I've been eating healthier a lot more. Yes, you know, McDonald's breakfast here and there, you know, for a breakfast sandwich if I'm not in a hurry. But, like, besides that, it's been, like, really, really high protein, low carbs, high antioxidants. Fucking today, just all of a sudden, dude. Like, I was keeled over. It was that painful. But I've never had that happen before. I was like, oh no, am I dying? Is my fucking asshole gonna kill me? Like, alright, goody. I honestly am surprised. I thought I was dreading you getting home. Just because I was like, I'm gonna no more than fall asleep, it's gonna feel like, and he's gonna lose his mind. And I didn't hear anything. I don't remember you guys even getting here. That's fucking nuts, those.
Just rolling it over and over again.
Yeah, there's looking at what damage is doing.
Okay.
Can't dice my house, goddamn Sam.
Just go to where you want.
Rolling dice in my goddamn house.
Fair.
That's what I'm doing.
Microphone back on because it should have finished. Now that one upstairs, not cold. I can't believe your fucking heater died like 30 seconds into turning it on.
I'm not happy.
Sorry, mine did that like in the middle of winter, and I was a little upset. So I've been without a heater in my room.
Oh,
Awesome.
it works again.
All you do is turn it off and back on.
I think it's a safety thing. I think, yeah. My feet.
Give it 30 seconds and the safety feature will kick in again.
As soon as my fucking feet get cold, I get cold. So,
That's one of your biggest resources for letting out heat.
I brought out Keenan. Give it a pass.
alright. Oh. Yep. Couldn't want to stay on.
It hates you, Evan. I do really like the voice recording thing you're doing. It's a fun little twist that I enjoy. And giving Chris someone who he can directly bounce off is helping so far today. Just one for love, Evan.
Things might have running.
Was there issues?
The thermostat was turned down like medium on it.
Huh.
There could just be it doesn't work fast. Not set at max. Apparently there's a map update for the War of the Dragon King.
Oh, really? That's
Apparently there was an errata in
That's-
one of the maps.
that's weird. Didn't Horde of the Dragon come out like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
And they're still doing stuff.
I mean,
with it?
because they still use it for official play.
I guess that's true. That's fair. I forgot about the Venture League stuff.
Yeah, still do Adventure League for it, so they need to make sure it's errata.
Yeah, that
It's
makes
very,
sense.
it's very rare for stuff like that to get errata, though. Usually it's like abilities get errata, not maps. They didn't say what it was that got errata, they said a map.
Have they reproduced copies of Mordekainen's, or not Mordekainen's, Xanathar's with the spelling errors corrected?
The what?
The spelling errors in Mordecai, or
I have no clue. I imagine they have done reprints.
how do I get a new copy? Can I be like, hey, my plus new print, and I get a new copy? I almost want to watch Critical Role tonight just to see the reaction to the fucking. I almost want to watch Critical Role tonight just to see the reaction to the Kickstarter.
They've already done a an hour-long like Q&A stream for it.
Yeah, I know. I just, from how much progress they've already gone and still gaining, I'm curious what the reaction will be tonight.
I should have all the abilities that Dawson could possibly get. Instead of just choosing 3.
Well, I mean, I assume that's for a balance reason.
I know, but
Oh, we got another 20.
it knows languages and it knows 3 of these. It's like,
I don't know why, I already have the land stuff in my head. I think we're finally at the triple stage. We've only gotten 100,000 in the past since we started today. I think Critical Role's at the triple stage now. We've only gotten 100,000 since we started the session. What?
it's 100,000.
I mean, we've been going for a while now. Well, I should say when I arrived here. So it's been like more than 2. Like 4 hours, give or take. For about 100,000. It's a lot slower than what it's been, and I assume it's just going to slow down more and more. Although it might skyrocket during the actual session tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
that's what I'm thinking too.
They might actually hit close to 7,000 by the end of the session. really gotta catch up with Critical Role. I'm at the stage now where M might actually pass me in Critical Role because I finally convinced M to listen to Critical Role at work because she ran out of books and stuff to listen to. And now M's listen to Critical Role, and I think M's on like 12 or 13 or something, and I'm just under 40. I'm at the very end of the Briarwood arc. So I gotta start watching again, otherwise I'm gonna pass me. How far are you getting into season 2?
Trying to think of where I am. They dealt with a drow assassin that was a pair of another drow assassin that blew up a tower.
Huh.
That was before really anything major really happened. So that was basically the most major thing that's
Yeah.
happened so far. Was that. So
Would you say, no, this is probably gonna be a hard question, would you say one of the campaigns is better than the other so far?
I mean, I enjoyed the first one more. But I'm also biased to like, the really stupid,
Yeah.
big buff, stupid characters. Go draw. And there's really no big buff, stupid character.
Yeah, M's a really big rock fan too, which actually surprised me.
There's no really big buff, stupid character. But the reason why I like him, I like big, dumb, stupid characters and how they play off really smart, intelligent characters.
Mm-hmm. See, I like big, badass, stupid characters, which is why I like Vex so much.
I don't really like Max's character.
Really? I guess, I mean, compared to like the characters I play, would explain why I like Vex a lot.
Well, I don't like him. I don't like his character. I think he's the typical edgy fucking Death Wish character.
Yeah, he was.
Like I couldn't find any enjoyment with him.
It also might be because of my bias towards Liam, because I really like Liam.
Liam's great. It's just things where it's just like it's the typical edgy Death Wish, woe is me character. Takes everything personally and gets super depressed about everything and broods. Like
He's the character that will sacrifice himself for the good of the party every single time.
yeah, every time,
Mhm.
whether it's needed or not.
I still miss Tiberius. Tiberius is definitely one of my favorite characters. I like Percy, but I really didn't start to like Percy till his Briarwood arc. 'Cause I feel like his character, it just felt underdeveloped as a viewer at the beginning. Whereas as they hit the Briarwood arc, it's like Percy's character really defined itself as something different.
I gotta learn what the setting is
So what do you mean?
of the AD&D second edition
Oh.
adoption. It's the Gazetteer era of Mystara.
Yes. That one.
I have no idea.
I don't even know anything about I think the most information I have in like a setting for D&D is Greyhawk. I've looked into most of it right now. Even the Forgotten Realms. I barely know anything about the Forgotten Realms.
Okay, share as a campaign setup. Let's see. The basic version of the game between 1980s and 90s. The known worlds, which content includes a variety of password looking wow. In addition, unlike other D&D settings, Mystara has ascended immortal beings instead of gods.
See?
Mystara Planet also subsidies an older black Muslim overt con. There's this okay.
I think we're gonna do. So if people want to look it over.
Okay.
I'm posting the timeskip information in the group chat, just in case anyone.
What?
I'm posting the timeskip information in the group chat, just in case anyone wants to read through it and refresh themselves about what happened in the 3-year timeskip. Oh, excuse me. Oh. You know what you're gonna be playing this Sunday, Evan? Do you know what you're gonna be playing this Sunday for matches?
My heart out.
Your heart out.
Red eyes of John.
He's gonna mix the both.
Just make it the worst deck ever.
We were talking in Discord about it the other night. We're like, the best way, or the best thing you should do when going to a tournament is label your like deck box some like really awful deck so that they don't suspect what you're about to pull out on them. And someone's like, yeah, just label it Red Eyes deck. And I start laughing like, no, better deck would be on Jamas. Thank you, Scooby. Appreciate it, buddy. Better mess around with Goki. Let's see what I can do with Goki. I actually really want to build a crawler deck. I just don't know how good it will be. The crawlers are kind of poo-poo.
We just found out so much about our characters. I am her Oni-chan.
What do you think of the ginger ale?
Dude, it's fucking delicious.
So good.
I'm about
That's
to open
insane.
It's so good.
I took the first drink and I was just like,
Oh yeah, we got a hitter. That's right, we did get a hitter.
that was amazing. Oh my gosh, and it's caffeine free.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go crack pour on this stuff and it's
it-
gonna mess my stomach up. It's terrible.
It blew my mind how actually good that was. That turned out to be.
It's pretty good.
All right. So,
Now you got me intrigued.
try one. It only
Oh, it's too much sugar.
It's only 37
It's 35 grams.
Fuck.
Just
That's
take a
a lot
shot.
of sugar.
Take a shot glass.
Holy shit, dude! That would put him in shock if he's already at his limit
Literally
for the
1
day.
gram off my total sugar I can have in a day.
Take a shot glass. Is the can one serving? Okay, the can is one serving.
And it contains 0% juice. No shit.
All right.
Oh, that's cool.
So you guys are all walking out of the sanctuary. You have
Yep.
Dr. Ryan Gray with you, as you guys are about to hit up the Royal District, as he has some things he wants to stop at. So you guys are heading down the stairs. What is your formation? You just letting Ryan take the lead, and you're gonna be by his side.
I'm staying right beside him at all times.
Okay. And then sister right at your side, and
I'm
then
somehow maintaining my position right next to him.
and then Big Daddy.
Not Big Daddy.
Hey, Bender.
Mr. Bubbles. I think there's one more nickname for them, but I can't remember what it is.
I'll walk behind him.
Okay. clink, clank right behind it.
Well, shit, nothing's coming at us now.
I mean,
There's no one around for 3 miles.
so you guys begin walking out. Dr. Gray turns to you and goes, so, is this all your first time in the city?
Yeah.
What do you think of our marvelous city so far?
It's lovely.
When he says that, right? In my mind, what I hear is Homer going, "Don't." Now you understand why I'm laughing on the inside.
It seems you have been right into the station. Shall I exterminate?
I'm fucked right now.
So, how did-
It's very different from the mountains. I'll give you that.
Indeed it is. How many of you are scholars yourselves? Do any of you read?
Yeah.
I raised my hand like I'm in class.
Excellent. What are your favorite things to read?
I'm interested in. I've heard legend, as most book dorks do, I guess, about the Book of Knowledge, and though I know it may be essentially the equivalence of opening up Pandora's box, it intrigues me enough to take the chance should I be given.
I see. That is quite interesting. Many of us have the same feeling. When there's an opportunity to gain more knowledge, you must take it.
Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is indeed power.
Something someone I know as the name that goes by the name of Catherine did not possess. In some other dimension. I literally did that whole setup for that one moment. But no, seriously, that was 100% in character.
Do me a favor. Roll a D100.
Oh, I love these moments. Fuck am I? We're going Cthulhu because you bought these for me.
Of course.
56.
So close. Every time you speak Catherine's name, there's a chance she appears.
Fucking for real?
She actually has the power to Cthulhu.
Hold on.
My interests mainly lie in the study of the arcane and dragons.
The dragons are quite the specimen. If we're lucky, we might encounter one of the Dragonborn royal families today.
Current mission. Locate and acquire Belsat Core. Designation B1-T.
Well, maybe we might encounter that too. We'll see. As you guys are walking the street,
I hope we find a female version of the Warforge that is just makes it work. Affirmative, 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 affirmative.
well, you've seen when the mommy
Threat
and the daddy
level.
Warforged love each other so much, the daddy Warforged sticks to drill.
Threat level, disabled.
Self-destruct sequence initialized.
Did you do a self-destruct one?
Once told to screw off. Poor choice of words on their part.
What was that?
I was once told to screw off. Poor choice of words on their part. Ha. Ha.
Do you still have the revive sound effects when you get
I
stabilized?
don't revive one.
Well, like when you get stabilized and you
Fucking
get healed.
insane.
I'd never had one.
The one that Em recorded with you.
Oh
And
no,
recorded something with you?
We deleted that.
Okay, that got deleted.
You sons of
That was
Because
bitches.
I actually didn't save it.
You sons
Okay.
of bitches. I want to hear that now.
That's good. Alright.
Don't worry, once we get in combat, I have other ones.
Yeah. So, you guys walking the street, you see many of these noble families walking about. It's hard to really pinpoint what they are from. There's no really like characteristics on them that will show like what type of family they're from. It's a majority of human still. The only like clear people that you can tell the difference of are the scholars based off of the actual noble families.
I just had a really rude awakening.
Okay.
Jasper hates Catherine, but this character would totally be like head over heels for her.
Catherine's amazing.
That would be terrible, because I know what her specialties are.
Roll a D100.
I was
Seventy
about to say. 72.
Alright.
All right.
When did she appear? So,
It wasn't meant to be.
you guys
blanking me.
eventually walk up to this small shop. And it's a nice big glass window over it. It appears to be like a bookstore. Gray turns and goes, "You may all wait out here by the door if you wish, or you may enter. Up to you. It should not take me long though."
I'd like to do a perception check while we were walking through town.
Yep.
Looking for anything that seems out of place.
Okay.
Considering what we see. I have advantage on this. That is 27.
27. Okay. So looking around, everything seems really nice. Nothing seems out of place for this. It's almost as if this part of the city is out of place compared to the rest. Everything's well kept. Everything is very nice, neat.
Oh my god, I love it here.
Multiple parts of the main city itself, you can definitely tell it's much more poor than this part of the city. Not as kept, well kept. But other than that, everything seems fine and perfect day.
What's inside this shop or this building that he wants to go into?
It basically just seems like a bookstore from looking outside.
I'll go in. Whether or not you guys do is up to
Drill
you.
stands outside,
Okay.
looking menacingly at anybody that walks by, and then judges how strong he thinks they are.
Okay. So you two head inside with Gray.
Under 9,000. Up 1,000.
You.
Okay.
I see. I said the same thing. You should have done over 9,000, but you didn't want to do it. When you get to like a boss fight.
Yeah, there's like 3 lines that he has for oh fuck, right? So it's his power level is over 9,000. Oh fuck. Fuck you, Sam. God damn it, Sam.
So you 3 head inside.
I'm telling him.
You stay outside. After like the first person that kind of like walks by and you just like evaluate their spread level, you see that everyone just clearly goes to the opposite side of the road and walks across there and then comes back when they make a good enough distance away from you. Cross again. And there's just a continued pattern of people just see you and just kind of walk around.
This is good though. Like, we don't have to necessarily always use, Lehman's tiny hut if we don't want to.
True.
Things are just gonna stay out of a
Giant
giant.
golem. Sure.
So you guys head inside. So this definitely seems to be a bookstore. There are a couple like antiques about too that might catch your eye, but otherwise it's mainly just a bookstore. There is a wood elf that is at the counter. As he kind of greets Gray. Do you have my package? Kind of just looks over you two, recognizes that you as bodyguard, and shakes his head. And then heads back. Gray turns around. This is probably one of my favorite stores within the city. this here man has a knack of getting a hold of pretty much anything, if you have the right gold for it.
I perk up a little bit.
I come here for all sorts of different resources, books that may only be found in certain cities or even different continents themselves. Eventually the elf comes back with this, seems to be like a pretty hefty box, wrapped up the best it can, hands it over to Gray. You see Gray slip him a pouch, and then he turns around and goes, shall we continue?
As you wish.
Steps outside, sees the super giant robot. He is a phenomenal bodyguard.
That is pretty incredible. I mean, there's like an air about him. He's really just misunderstood.
It appears so. I would love to understand.
I'm the one that misunderstands him, though, is the thing.
Maybe someday.
I just think he's cute. I'm like, oh, this poor guy.
Someday when you're not on shift, maybe you can come over and I can help understand you a little more. Well, shall we continue?
I forgot you had that one!
That was
Son of a bitch!
That was one of my favorite
That was
combat
perfect!
That's one of my favorite combat
Oh, that one just snuck up on me. Well played, sir. Well played.
Alright. You guys continue heading.
You're up to 3 points.
You guys continue heading deeper into.
Wow, a whole 3 points.
Double.
Over the course of like 6 years.
Hey, you're the highest count so far.
You guys continue moving forward deeper
As of
into the
now.
city of the Noble District, or Royal District. So you get to what appears to be similar to the farmers market back at the Mombasa District, except much, much nicer. The stands look well built. It's much neater here. Single file lines at different stands. Everything about it is quite impressive for the area. He kind of looks at you and goes, if I send you a few coins and a list, do you all mind help me speed up the shopping process a little bit?
With all due respect, if it's our job to watch you, at least one of us should stay with you.
Kind of lays his hand on the metal boy. He goes, I think will do best to stay with me, if that's alright with you. I don't really expect shopping skills to be all that great anyways.
Have we seen each other in combat before?
I'm gonna say no.
I'm not saying I don't trust your skills,
But I don't trust your skills.
but how confident do you feel?
Let me just scroll through the list.
I said, I don't know. I'm just saying.
We're in.
He hands you a list of a couple of items and then a small pouch of gold. And he goes, please find what you can. And as soon as I gather my things as well, we should be set to head back. And then the rest of the night should be relaxation, basically. I'm one of the easier of the keepers to serve.
This is new.
Excellent. Let us continue this one. do investigation check.
Who?
Either one of you two.
Oh,
If you will
sweet.
both want to go for it.
And we
Yeah,
can
I did
follow
good.
behind him.
Yep.
Stealth is opportunity.
Excellent.
28.
20,
Natural 20.
13.
13. That's like the best one you rolled for stealth.
That's a woman everyone stealth.
Well, when you were doing your practice rolls last week.
Stealth.
22.
Oh, wait.
22. All right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right.
Actually, real decent.
Kind of crouch down.
No, I'm just trying to walk quieter. I'm not even trying to hide, just trying to walk quieter.
We gotta get you a duck suit for a disguise.
He just instead of
It would be hilarious.
stepping, he just has wheels that just come out from the bottom of his feet.
Ten
And he just
treads.
rolls. Yeah. All right. About 10 minutes or so passes. You two are able to gather everything that was found on the list. There's like 10 spare gold left in the bag. As you are on your way back. While you were out with them, you guys gathered what you needed pretty quickly. A few supplies. And then you see that Gray also finds himself a woman. Fairly young, like early 20s, female.
Oh no.
He turns to her and goes, Kathy, this is my bodyguard.
You know what?
Personal designation DR1-LL.
He does that a lot, but he's harmless.
He's harmless.
Alright, big boy, let us go find the others. So, you all see him grown up with his metal bodyguard and this young woman. He goes, I see you found everything.
Yeah, it was a lot easier when things are organized like this to find everything.
It is indeed. That's why we love it here. Let us return back and we should be, kind of look at the woman. All set for tonight.
I want to do an insight check.
On him?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm assuming that whole little facial gesture Bob was probably in character.
Yes.
Fucking right, dude. I love this. 16.
Okay. He seems like he's ready to have fun tonight in the study.
Imagine my disappointment when I learned what a fire drill actually was.
Excellent, so let's head home.
Dun, 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 dun.
So you all begin to start heading back. At this point, it's about 3 in the afternoon, getting close to 4.
I am staying beside him still.
Yep, same formation. The girl's just on his other side now. After a short walk, you guys finally make it back to the sanctuary. You guys head upstairs. He turns to you and goes, as per always with the other bodyguards, feel free to read or look at anything in this sanctuary. This is a place of knowledge, so we are always willing to share. All the rooms that aren't double door or are just rooms with books and files and all stuff you can read up on. So feel free. I will be in my study, of course, and I will call you if I need anything. You can stay in the study if you wish as well. There are plenty of chairs.
Specific question about this study. So, I don't know how to exactly put this in character, so I'm going to partially explain it.
Yep.
The restricted section of Hogwarts,
Yes.
right? Is there a section like that that I would have access to be able to read? Because in character, to me, I would describe it as the more obscure knowledge leads to the more radical ideas that leads to new knowledge.
Yes.
Is the reason why I'm looking into it that way. Just so
but-
then I would know where to go if there was such a section.
Every door on my floor is unlocked, so nothing of that sort is restricted. In terms of other floors, some of the other keepers might keep some of their information restricted. That would be upon them to allow access or not. Other than that, everything else should be fair game. If the door is unlocked, you may enter.
Nice.
With that,
And where would you like your bags and here's your leftover gold?
takes to go. The bags you can just leave in the middle of the study. I will take care of them later on. For that, your free roam of the sanctuary. Please enjoy.
Okay.
Begins heading off to the study with Kathy.
Go college.
Okay. So, you enter inside the house.
Well, I mean, it was
The bedroom.
decided that you do the best job at that.
That right there is basically at the bedroom. The first room is the open study. Then he has the hallway to the left. Seems to be the closest thing to the bathroom he has. To the right is his own bedroom. And then on the other side over here is basically just another part of his study that's open up. Seems more of a private area where he would use for reading and stuff like that. He looks at Jarell and goes, well, if you want to just wait right outside here at the door, feel free. Otherwise, do as you must inside the sanctuary. And with that, he closes the door. I will call if I need anything. He closes the door to his bedroom.
He's the male Catherine.
The male Catherine. Catherine actually just gender switched in 3 years.
Hey, I ain't here to question her decisions. I'm fully supportive of whatever she wants to do.
So, what would you guys like to do?
I want to go and find the most obscure book I can about, like, stuff that's maybe not talked about, but known more by word of mouth by certain people. Kind of knowledge, like, stuff that most people would be like, that's not really happening, but it is, kind of stuff.
Okay. Roll investigation.
$24.
24, okay.
That headband's coming in handy right now,
So-
guys.
You begin to look around, open some different doors. A lot of it is just general different history of certain cities, locations, this continent, one of the other ones. Going through, nothing really seems to stick out a bit. You do eventually enter into a room. It's much smaller than the rest of them that you've encountered so far. A smaller selection of books. Do another investigation here.
15.
Okay. So looking through, the best that you can really find, there's some history on some of the ancient dragons of this general at sea. Their past with it, where they might be located now.
I immediately call, like, assuming you're probably right there.
Yeah, like you go to call and you're like, oh!
yeah. Fucking. And I, like, skim through it and, like, put it down as one of the books that I know we both are going to have interest in. Me more so because I know you have interest in it, and there's that bondy closeness of wanting to know what your sibling's into, so then there's that level of understanding. But also, I'd pretty much, I'd read that through, and then if we had time, I'd look for another one just to have offhand knowledge of where it was.
So, you go through that.
Is there anything in it that's, because you said it's with dragons and stuff like that, like, was there any like wars that they were a part of in our recent past, or any fear of, or?
In this sea, it doesn't appear to be. A lot of it was just either dragons that fled from possibly other battles and territorial grudges, or just dragons that originally found this location and decided just to call it their home.
Okay.
In terms of other things you find, you found a book based off of the crown of the king, the dwarven crown. This is the first book in the entire campaign that's found. But as your character, you want to know that knowledge.
Yeah, but I remember it from my other character.
Mm-hmm.
I have notes for that.
So there's a book about that. It seems actually to be in pretty rough condition. It seems to be a very old book, fit in the timeline of how important that crown is. There is general talk about older rulers of the past in the sea, which fits well with the crown's lore. And then there is another book basically talking about items known as relics of the past.
Ooh, you got me on a hook there.
Okay.
We have a winner. Ding, 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 ding.
This entire time,
Archaeology
Is there a door
is
closed?
my shit, man.
Joe goes into standby mode, like, at the door in the same position.
Okay. I think I'm like throw a peek like.
Dude, we need to get you an adamantine edition.
I mean, if you pay for it in the future, you could add like
Yeah. I mean, come on. That would be so sweet. If you're gonna go golem, that's like goals right there. That are like a living steel.
And they are already doing stuff.
Oh, good one.
Oh, literally. Unfortunately, I literally meant living still. Well, figuratively and literally.
Okay, so you are handing over the dragon book to your blind sister to read. Okay.
See, okay, shh. Explain why this is actually not even a joke right now. Because I'm looking like the asshole.
Okay. So, I have no problem, obviously, reaching for the book and grabbing it. I use familiars to read.
Yes.
Like if it's a normal book, and my spell book.
Yep. So you just someone familiar and have them read. And then you can use look through its eyes, right? Yeah.
And if you thought that it was because I was picking on her because she was blind, you're fucked up and you should feel bad right now. But it was also part of the joke, actually.
That's also my quick question: is that can I start with my familiar summons, or do I have to summon?
Yeah. I'll say that you I believe if you summon it already, you can resummon it as a
just
contact.
call it back.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll say you already have it.
It's an action to poof it out of existence, and then to poof it back in. It's
I believe action or bonus action.
something like that.
One or the other, yeah. So I'll say the familiar
To bamf it out and
Yeah.
bamf it in.
action.
Oh, to do
Yeah, okay.
both.
An action for both. Okay. So yeah, I'll say you
But
can.
still,
Yeah.
that's fucking awesome.
Yeah. What kind of things can be familiar for the base spell?
What?
What kind of creatures can you
Any
use?
tiny beast, right?
Oh, there's a list of them
Okay.
you can choose
Yeah.
from. Like bat, cat, rat,
Owl.
owl,
Raven.
hawk, raven. I think that's right. Goat, I believe.
Raven. I don't remember if Raven was in the original.
Oh.
I think Raven was a special one against Sawyer.
No. You do raven.
Okay. So you're in the
Spider.
dragon.
Little snake.
Snick.
Snake.
Snick.
There's a lot of fine stuff. Jesus. Bat, cat, crab, frog, hawk, lizard,
Have a
octopus,
fucking
owl,
crab.
poison snake, fish, rat, raven, seahorse, spider, and weasel.
Everybody choose seahorse.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have that.
Yeah.
And flyby.
What's that?
Oh.
Oh, okay. The seahorse sounds really cool. Although it'll probably die instantly, but
Most women die instantly.
I mean,
seeing how they have one HP.
I wouldn't be able to breathe, but wouldn't be fascinated.
Try to get a clipper.
I'll just reply to Abby real quick.
As long as you're not looking through your familiar's eyes, you're immune to this. How awesome is that?
So what's this book about?
So it talks about ancient dragons, the reason for coming here, at least the possible reason, because most of them didn't really get a chance to interview them. The colors, so there was a gold, silver, there's a red ancient dragon, a white ancient dragon, a blue, and then there is a green that are all known to be somewhere within the sea, within the 4 continents. Most of them founded this land, sort of, to begin with, and then because of them being here, it drew in new people to come here, basically try and hunt, and then they just began to settle the continents. Most of them haven't been seen or heard from in centuries, so the legitimacy of whether or not they are still here or not, up in the air. It is said that Carousel, the one that you guys were on, had 2 ancient dragons living here. Whether they still were here or not isn't clear, but it's said to have a gold ancient dragon, and it's said to have a white ancient dragon living here.
Does the white one have blue eyes?
Huh?
Does the white ancient have blue eyes?
It is not listed whether or not it does.
Curious.
You will still be curious for a while.
That got you? A fucking A, man. I've been trying all night. Well, this episode has been sponsored by Barnes & Noble.
I wish.
Sponsored by, also by Home Depot.
Stronger.
Do you ever need a
Faster.
plunger at 2 a.m.?
This
Home
is
Depot's
sponsored-
got you covered.
This is sponsored by
Is Home Depot
Craftsman
24 hours?
Grills.
No.
Oh, okay. Wait, man, Splinter
I mean, you
2 a.m.
still
is
have to
awesome.
respect the fact that we have to sleep, people. I don't work for that.
Going to Home Depot at 2 a.m. to get a fucking plunge is awesome. You get a generator like a snowstorm if that was the case. I actually had to do that one year. We had to go get a snow generator in the middle of a blizzard, like that crazy blizzard we had like years ago.
You know what's funny about that is it reminds me of the story I started to read the other day, but realized I shouldn't.
Okay.
It was new study reveals that electric cars die more often in colder climate.
Huh.
No shit, Sherlock.
Did you know your phone dies in cold climate too? It's
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
Whoa!
Almost like it takes more energy to transmute like a signal to be cold.
Exactly.
It's almost like
But that's as far as I got, and it just fucking blew my mind. But anyway, tangents, man. Yeah, I'm glad that that's what we're trying to study.
Yep.
We could be doing things
Plungers
like,
are very useful during this time of age.
yeah. Well, I mean, there's enough shit to go around, needless to say.
Another good one.
Or as my sister likes to call them, brown oozes.
Alright.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought Scooby just screamed for a second. That actually made me jump.
I just picture like that, and I don't realize he's there, and I'm just like, fuck, shh. Seriously, I have a high perception. How do you two keep doing this? Like,
It's stealth operation. Or that's exactly what Alright, so, yearbook about, what was it called again?
relics
Yeah,
and artifacts. Or whatever.
ancient relics of the past.
Yep.
So, the basic gist of it is, it's not really clear how many of these items there are. It said that different, archmages, wizards, druids, all sorts of these old, powerful casters had these powerful artifacts created within the sea. No clear number of how many there are. It is said that only a few have been discovered. One of which that has been studied in detail is an artifact meant for control. It's an ancient artifact of control used by dwarves to basically crown a ruler. So this would bring you to suggest that the crown of the kings was this artifact. There are other artifacts that cause illusions. There are artifacts that can increase your power. Some said to bring you up to the level of God. One's increasing your intelligence. There are different types of artifacts that are scattered about so that they may someday be used. It's believed that most of them are protected by some sort of seal. But the ones that they have discovered seem to have been dug up prior already and then just moved about the world.
Gotcha. The one about the increasing your mental, essentially the mental stats. If there was one that was more towards the ancient wisdoms of the world and teachings to enhance my monk ability, I would be inclined to go towards that with a secondary, I can't fucking talk right now. Secondary, interest on the intellect one for my sister.
Okay.
Because she needs it.
Affirmative.
I'm intelligent because it's headband. Thank you.
Okay.
My God, that was a fucking delicious
It's
flavor.
fucking so good. I'm actually probably gonna pick them up again next time.
That's insane, dude. Whoa, I love that.
So there are said to be items that, for intelligence, wisdom, your core stats. There are ones that directly affect certain things. Some artifacts for different schools of magic. Like I say in the book, it's no clear number of what's been created and what their real abilities are.
This is my favorite book. Sweet. Well, before I bore everyone with all the reading, because that, I think I would do that until a certain time, and then end up eventually finding somewhere to crash if it came to it, depending on how late it got.
Yeah. So say going through for a while. It's been about 2-3 hours now of kind of going through the libraries, read whatever information you can that you find interesting. So about 7 o'clock, you finally get back to position. You see Drew just kind of standing there, head down a little. You hear what appears to be some noise from the bedroom, but it's kind of hard to make out exactly what the noise is.
How hard?
Yeah, how?
The walls can be pretty thick, so it's pretty hard to hear.
What can I hear?
Things that you wish you didn't hear. Things you wish you didn't hear.
Okay. Great.
Diddy-da-diddy-do-do. Diddy-da-diddy-do. Well, that's not what I expected. Well,
Okay.
what's wrong? What troubles you?
As soon as it goes quiet.
So you guys kind of sit there for another hour or so. About 9, you got a couple more hours left until you were set to be relieved of your position.
I'm gonna do a walk around every so often and make sure no one's sneaking in.
Okay. So you're basically just like walking in the room, or are you walking like?
The outside of the house,
Okay.
since he's pretty much able to, since we're gonna be relieved in whatever amount of time, you know.
Yeah.
Might as well do a few walkarounds while I'm still on duty. That way we have an inside and an outside.
Okay. So you do a walk around, get back inside, kind of get in position.
Any windows open?
Does not appear to be. There are a total of 2 windows in the current room, which is one in the bathroom area and then one in the bedroom area. Those are only 2 windows in his room. Other than that, everything else seems fine. Most of the lights are out in the house at the moment. You see most of the people are in bed. So you guys get back to the main room. You can sit outside the door if you want. You have the private study over to the side that you can sit down and rest in. The main study, which is kind of cluttered with books he seems to still have to go through.
I'll probably just stay in the main room.
Okay.
And until my shift's over.
Okay.
Just because then it's kind of like centralized.
All right.
I'll be looking out for anything arcane around.
Okay. So you kind of going about looking around. Make a perception check at advantage.
The things you wish you didn't see.
Do I use the owl's perception if I'm using his sight?
What?
Do I use the owl's perception for his sight if I'm going through that?
You're using his sight, yes.
Yeah.
So-
Owl's perception, but
This is hearing.
oh, hearing. Oh, okay. So it's mine. 18.
Okay. So as you kind of looking around, hopefully getting close to the end of your shift, you hear what sounds like footsteps above you, but not on the 3rd floor. Seems like it's coming from the roof.
So, there's someone in the room.
Hostiles detected. Combat protocol initiated.
Is there a window near me?
There's a window in the bathroom. So, as you kind of begin to move, you instantly hear this crash. It sounds like sounds like glass breaking from inside the bedroom. So
Immediately drew through the door.
instantly Jiro through the door. Jiro goes through. and then you just kind of rip off the door, off the hinges. Initiative?
Come on, that was almost an apple.
Welcome, Lord Shadow. Thank you for the host. Appreciate
Mine
it.
was better than that. Oh man. I go first.
Wanna give me this card?
The silence I got from both of you when I looked at you guys just says it all.
Instead of giant fucking picture. What do you mean by that, Lord Shadow? So, 25 to 20?
22.
22, alright. What is your dexterity modifier?
+3.
Plus 3, okay. Can I have few pieces up, so the bedroom is right here. Yeah, that's the bedroom. You guys are gonna be right outside the bedroom in the hallway.
Alright, so I'll just use the same ones that we know our old characters to be. Makes it easier, right?
It does indeed. Yeah, I have to throw that up. Okay. Now, I need. Beautiful.
That's the guy we gotta protect.
I need 5 medium
This
pieces.
is his woman.
Yeah, I need 5 medium pieces.
Oh man, everything is not where it should be.
Every week.
Every fucking week, man. God damn it, Carl.
Oh yeah. I guess it was
Those are
instant timing.
They're medium to me, man. Well, this is a bit of a poopy moment, isn't it? I'll look for the rest of them.
Why don't you use these D4s?
Yeah, if you can use D4, that's fine.
They seem to have disappeared. Oh,
Probably in the bag.
I didn't even notice them right there. Well, I'm used to them being right here, so
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck. How many did you say?
5 pieces total.
All right, cool. We'll say the blue one's Catherine.
Okay. So,
We got 2 turkeys, 2 Vikings, and a vampire.
interesting.
I mean, those were the more evil-looking
This
ones.
works for it. Okay.
So, like,
Ah, you got away with
alright.
How do you spell your name?
AERIS space V little hyphen or whatever the line thing is at the top.
We'll just go with the first part.
AL.
Go with the first part. Okay. So that's 20 by 20. 19 to 15.
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
Well.
14 to 10.
11.
Okay.
Holy balls. That's my sister.
I don't have alert yet.
And then, how do you
Yeah.
spell yours, Chris?
Huh?
How do you spell your name?
Kariya.
Alright. And then
That's Arcaria.
that leaves Drew. What'd you roll for initiative, Drew?
3.
Oh, excellent. Okay. So you see in this room, you see,
It's okay, usually the last thing that hits it.
you see the Dr. Ryan Gray.
Let's have a turn.
He seems to be laying on the bed, mouth open. There seems to be something in his neck. And then the female, Kathy, is on the floor. Something what appears to be whatever's in Ryan's neck is in her back. Actually, just laying down on the floor. There's these 4 hooded, dark cloaked humanoids that seem to be standing inside the room. And then one of them that seems to be a little more armored and carrying quite a vast majority of weapons on them. So to start, the 4 hooded guys all kind of look at you, each of them you see pull out a sword, and they're going to attack. With the big metal guy in the doorway with the just ripping off the door. 2 of them are going to run up on him.
Probably because I have a door on my grill. That happened.
You're not wrong. These are probably pretty nice doors too, so they're probably like that thick
Oh,
hard
3 quarters,
mahogany.
3 quarters carbon.
So like, I think even damage reduction is improved.
I'll give you the +2 to AC. But now your weapon is bludgeon instead of adrenaline damage.
I mean, I guess spin it still.
You might be stuck in the
I call
door.
this the blender.
Okay. So, first one
Uh-huh.
takes out a short sword and makes an attack on you. That's a 11 to hit.
Nope.
Alright, second attack. Nat 20.
Nope.
Man. And I was thinking of doing cleric. Fuck that nat 20.
Okay. And then last attack is a 20 to hit total.
Nope. Not with my half cover door.
Nice. So only 1 hit.
There's 5 bad guys,
Yes, 5 back guys
and
total.
then one of those little ones, medium figures, is
Yeah, the blue one is the chick. The blue stick figure.
Okay. So this is all piercing damage.
Oh man. Get fucked.
But 10 to start. So that is a total of 30 damage, all piercing. As he gets 1 good jab into your plate. The other one's going to attack. 12 to hit.
No.
10 to hit.
No.
And 13 to hit.
No.
As he just makes 3 stab attempts at you, and each one just hits into the door. And you're just spinning around like a madman.
You madman, you.
Alright, the other 2. You see one of them grab the package that Gray picked up earlier that day, and you just see him leap out of the window. The other one that hasn't gone yet is just following him. So these 2 just leap out the window.
I trust you know what to do, sis. 5 targets.
I'm already looking at it. Is it my turn?
You're up now.
Oh.
So I say that to you.
Okay.
And, oh man.
Throw 2 tokens outside the room just so we know that they are gone.
We'll say the turkeys because they're chickens and sort. You get it.
Because they're chickens. I like that.
They ran, man. Bullshit.
So this hallway doesn't have a window right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
So the doorway opens up, and then there's a window that's like, I think, 5 spaces that way. And then there's a window behind you in the bathroom, like directly behind you is the window. Okay, you jump out the window with them.
10, 15, 20.
Oh.
Step of the wind.
So, let me do math here. You are 20 feet off the ground from where the window is.
I can walk on.
Yep, that's fine. I have to
too.
visualize this myself.
Woman.
I don't.
And then the 2 thieves that jumped out, they are going to be like 50 feet this way, basically.
my god.
Yeah, if you need to move that, that's fine.
Alright, so, hold on a minute. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. I would still Step of the Wind is a bonus action to give me my movement speed again.
Yeah, spend
So I would,
points.
so I could actually be right there.
Okay, perfect.
Is that guy the one with the package?
Oh, the other ones.
The other one is?
Yes. So you stop right in front of them and kind of stop them there.
Yeah,
Scoot-
that's my action.
Scoot the map down a little bit this way. I'll tell you when it's good. Good. This way, everyone's on screen.
And yeah.
Okay.
Free action. Pull out my blade, my dual bladed, pretty safer looking thing.
All right.
Dual white blade.
The big guy in the room. He's up.
I'll have a problem.
Big guy in the room.
All right. So, let's go. Drill odds or evens.
Odd.
Odd it is. Evens is gonna go after this blind sister. Sounds like a jerk. All right. So the big guy's gonna run up to you, and he's going to make attacks on you. First one. Oh my god. Why do you suck so much? 15 to hit.
It's not unusual to be
Yeah.
Okay. So that lands. I'm gonna need you to make a con save.
Can you attack her around the doorway?
16.
What's that? That's right. You would have a bonus to a save.
3/4 cover.
Yeah.
So that's at +5.
Yes.
So no.
Okay.
I'm blind and you can't get me for shit.
That is
That make me feel.
14 hit. And then last attack, even lower. All right. You are safe.
Great.
Next up, you.
Are they all within 30 feet of me?
The ones in the room, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Alright, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. So I draw my sword, give it a little flourish, then I just vanish.
Okay.
I'm casting Steel Wind Strike.
Nice. All right.
Spell.
So, attack 1 with a 23 to hit,
23 hit. Okay.
and then another one,
Fifth level spell now?
22.
Okay.
Fifth level spell?
Okay. So
I
23
forget,
hit.
it's 6 or
23 and then 22.
I told him about it. He said we were going to do
the
it.
last one.
Dude, check out the
It's
spell.
Ichigo's
That's
fucking
Yeah.
flash.
Nice.
I crit the third one there.
It's a Genji
Nice.
blade.
Oh.
That's 12d10 fucking force damage.
Yeah, that's
Get
good.
some. That guy is fucking
The
obliterated.
boss too. In order of operations.
Oh my fucking god, dude. Yeah, that would have been the boss guy too. Oh my god.
Roll
And
the
you thought
damage.
she was the handicap. She's
the-
fucking putting me to shame. That's insane.
Alright.
Oh my god, we were talking about
I gotta
this
roll
earlier.
this 1d10 like a shit ton of
You want
times.
to mass roll it?
Yeah.
I can mass roll it.
I have a dice roll in my
Okay.
phone.
Just to make sure, neither of the Dr. Gray or the chick are not within 30 feet, right?
No,
No,
I
you-
pick, I
you
pick, I pick
pick
my
a target?
targets.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
That's the 6. That's the 6.
Sam's like,
I wanted
whoa, hold on.
So
Back burner.
the
1
first
second.
guy gets 21 damage.
21 damage, okay.
Second guy gets 30.
Damn, nice.
Oh, I just want to mess up.
And then
It's
this guy gets 73 damage.
Holy shit.
That's my sister!
And he's the one that I'm gonna reappear at,
Okay.
if he's still there.
Yeah, oh.
You wouldn't hit a blind girl, would you? Oh!
There's just this huge slash across his chest. Just like
And
gushing
that's all
blood.
force damage.
Yeah.
I just picture like,
He, like-
that anime, like samurai.
Yeah, he just kind of like
You're just
staggers
like-
there for a second, like, not even sure what just happened. Drill. You get the two guys in front of you.
Yeah. Bonus action range.
Okay.
The fucking door just splinters off.
I like to picture when you rage, like your jaw just turns almost like red hot.
Yeah.
I mean, it starts shooting up like electricity anyway.
Yeah.
Looks like one of those guns they used to have, like back in the old days, that make little sparks on them. It looks like that.
Dude, he's Blingtron. Not Blingtron, what's his name from League of Legends? The robot dude.
Oh yeah, and I heal for you.
Blitzcrank.
I do have to leave soon.
Yes. We're gonna grab him.
27 to hit.
Yeah.
That.
So these two guys in front of you after just getting hit by the one strike, they're kind of a little surprised, and all of a sudden, one of them just gets drilled.
Is
Yeah, pretty much.
16 piercing and 3 lightning.
Okay. 16 pierce and 3 lightning. Nice.
Next attack.
Same guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is going to be a 23 to hit.
Yep.
And that's going to be 20 piercing with 3 lightning.
20 piercing and 3 lightning. Damn. Okay. So you hit him with 2 drills, kind of knocks him back. Alright. Okay. So he does his best to kind of dodge out of the way of that last attack. But he just gets drilled on the side. Back at the top with them, they're going to each take 2 attacks on you. No?
Oh, which one's the boss guy?
He's...
That one? Yeah, I'm right there.
Yeah. And... Jesus Christ, I can't hit anything. So he misses all his attacks.
That was such a good round. Oh,
He misses.
best spell ever.
That was amazing starting round.
Over 100 fucking damage. Fucking
Alright, both
wrecked.
guys missed at you completely. I couldn't roll anything above a 5.
Damn.
Each time they
I hope
miss.
you roll that crappy for me.
Find out.
So-
Oh, yeah. Nat 20,
So
nat
each
20,
time
nat
they
20.
miss, you hear what is it? You hear like a, ooh, try harder next time.
Okay.
Well, shit.
They feel
The
slightly
little
more
girl voice saying
humiliated.
that.
He has a doll that's name is Annie.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the guys against you.
Oh, is he Tibbers?
Yeah.
Is he Tibbers or
He's
what?
totally Tippers right now.
The guy diagonal from you.
Yeah.
The guy diagonal from you is attacking you first.
Okay.
1. 15.
Miss.
19 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. Let's do this first. To start, that is 9 piercing.
Okay.
So total 26 piercing.
Total 26 piercing.
Yep.
I'm just gonna write this down.
And then the other guy, you see him kind of like turn to the box and pull up this, looks like an entirely metal book in his hands. it appears to open the book. Looks directly at you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm gonna tell him stop it, and I'm gonna attack him as a reaction.
Okay.
I'm gonna take. Wait. So he's casting a spell, I'm assuming?
No, it doesn't cast no spell.
Okay, never mind.
Alright.
That's why I was like, wait a minute. We
Okay.
didn't confirm that. So, okay, I need to make a wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
Oh, come on. That would be nice to have. Oh, that's poopy. That's 13.
13, okay. You see him mouth something, but it's almost like the words never reach you, as you kind of just freeze there for a second. And then all around you is just black. It's like they're not even there anymore. And with that, your turn.
I use my action to make that go away.
Okay? You can clear off a condition on you?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so use your action that goes away.
So check the turn for
Oh, you're right. Is
Uh,
it?
is
What,
it-
what,
It's
what kind
an
of
illusion.
Oh. Oh, then I use a bonus action and I see through that shit.
Okay. So you throw your bonus action, kind of like everything clears up around you again.
Where they at?
They are each technically another 60 feet out of you. I believe. We'll check though. Yeah, they're each 60 feet ahead of you.
Alright, then I'll use my action and movement to move up in front of them again.
Okay.
Actually, I'll move up to where I'm right behind the one that has the package.
All right.
But
You saw me like through the package, and within the package was this metal book.
Fair enough.
So you run up behind them, and then so that's your turn.
Yeah, because I can't get up to them with just one of my movements.
Okay. So the big guy who's heavily bleeding, going to try and make an attack on you again. Oh, well, the first one missed, but I didn't use that dice. 21 to hit. Against you, Chris?
21?
Yeah. Okay. Con save from you?
Is this a poison?
It is.
I have advantage.
Alright.
Not very good. 9.
9? Okay. That fails to save. So let's do this.
At least you still have to resist.
That's 12 piercing, and then for the poison damage. That is 17 poison damage with the 12 piercing.
So I have that
Okay.
poison to
8.
Yeah. And then he gets one more attack. That is a. Oh my god, I can't math. 17.
I'm shield.
Shield? Okay. So you're going for another one, and you just pop the shield, blocking them. And your turn.
Cool.
That's intense.
Shield.
Kind
I'm gonna cast Wall of Fire.
Okay.
And it's gonna be right here.
Alright.
I'm gonna get all of them in it. It's gonna be a ring.
So you can ring around.
And it burns. Burns.
Dex save one?
Yep.
Alright.
Ring of fire. Ring of fire.
What's your DC?
My DC is 15.
Okay, well, those guys over there fail. And then he makes. Oh, they should matter. He has a 22. They have. Okay, never mind, they did make it. So they all made it safe.
Okay. They take half damage.
Yep.
What's up?
That's this guy. I don't think you fucking survive in this.
I don't think so either.
So 12 damage to all of them attacked.
Okay, alright, you finished him off. You brought him under 10 health with that first attack. So the big, kind of more armored guy that was in front of him, dead.
Does he have a ranged weapon?
On him? Yes.
I'm going to have him fall and puppet and attack one of the other minions
Okay.
with his ranged weapon.
So roll with his stats.
Yep.
Alright.
Go attack.
I fucking can't roll today.
So he falls, jumps back up. The attack with his weapon.
No, that's not gonna hit. I fucking rolled 11 total. Alright. So he just kind of fires off, and then they...
The one time.
Blood Hunter.
Okay.
So, the outside of the wall will be dangerous.
Okay. Up to
Thanks.
how far?
Yep, you gotta move. What?
Up to how far?
I think 10 feet from the wall.
Okay. Where are the others based on the wall?
They're right in the. They're right
The
in the wall.
unconscious people.
Oh, they're.
Ooh, they're within 10 feet.
Oh, that's true. Good thing it's concentration.
He's like, I saved everyone. Buildings and on fire. This is fine.
So I think it's still my turn, right?
Yes.
How are the other two looking?
They're singed and they're bleeding quite well from their chest.
Alright. I think that suffices. I'm just gonna end concentration, turn around, and
Okay.
stick myself on one of them.
Fire this space, and then you turn around. Alright. And that's it for your turn?
Yeah.
Drop.
$18 to hit.
Yep. Same guy, same, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's 13 piercing with 1 lightning.
Okay. Going up. Tries his best to dodge out as he gets drilled.
And,
As they're all getting drilled.
19.
Fucking spell is so crazy.
I love it. It's
Yeah,
so
19
good.
hits.
It's such a good spell.
12 piercing, 4 lightning.
Nice. That one kind of hits him, and then you just feel like you pierce through, and then he just drops.
Mark, fallen puppet.
Okay. Back at the top with them. He's
Fallen puppet.
Fallen puppet. Okay. So.
He pops back up and attacks the guy next to him.
Okay. Are you considered an ally?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I wrote that one, so. Gets back.
Why is everyone shit when...
I've been rolling shit in general. I haven't rolled anything decent yet. I wrote that one nat 20 on you, and that was it.
Yeah.
So he's gonna make 3 attacks on you. All right, that was kind of good. 24 to hit. I think that hits. That doesn't hit. That doesn't hit. 8 damage.
I take half.
And then the other guys.
Ding.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm gonna see which one's rolling better first. Okay, definitely don't trust Cthulhu, even though I roll better. Always trust Cthulhu! Why do I do this? No.
Okay. You want to go into this black void again, all around you. More familiar faces. One of them's gonna make attacks on you. 16 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. Nope. No, that's crooked. Alright, 23 to hit.
Yep.
Alright. Fucking 7 piercing damage. And then not bad. 15 more piercing damage on top of that.
Okay.
And you feel something slash into your side, but you can't really see where it's coming from. Your turn.
Oh yeah, when I killed that guy, there's a giggle and says, "You're dead."
Nice.
Oh shit.
At the end of your turn, you will also make another save if you can't cancel the effect beforehand.
Says it doesn't say I have a limit to this, so as a bonus action, I'm going to locate all the people attacking me through the illusion.
Okay. So you kind of pop your eyes open and back up. Illusion is faded. You now see down a alleyway to your right is one of them, down your alleyway to your left is another one. Both of them 60 feet away.
Does one of them have the metal box?
It's hard to tell from where you are.
I mean, I'm pretty perceptive.
You roll perception. They're pretty stealthy though. What's your perception against their stealth?
Oh, I have advantage on this perception check. 23.
Okay. From what you can gather, it looks like both of them are kind of running like this with their arms ahead of them. So it looks like either one of them could be holding the book. They're trying to shake you, at least one of them.
How far are they down?
60 feet each path.
Fuckers. I'm just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. We'll say odds are left, evens are right.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm going right.
Alright, so you...
And
both
I get right up to him.
You fucking, you just run up. Alright, so you run up right up to him. And that's your turn?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I move up to him. Can I see now if he has the box?
Looking at him, it doesn't look like he has it.
Then I use the other 25 feet of my movement to go back.
Okay.
So, whatever the math is on that.
So 60 feet that way, and then 25 feet back. So 60 minus 25 is 35.
35. So,
Plus 60, so he's 95 feet away.
Entire next turn. I just spent running at this guy.
Okay.
Oh, god damn it.
Alright. You're up.
I'm up.
Yep, there's only one guy left in the room.
Left is always
Alright, let's go with 2 attacks.
Alright.
Numbers. 18 to hit on the first.
Yeah.
That's 11 damage.
11 damage, alright. But I'm not
Second
looking
attack.
great.
25 to hit.
Yeah.
And 6 more damage.
Alright, he's not looking great.
Not looking great.
Yep.
I'm a Shadow Blade.
Shadow, alright, do it.
I'll step away first. And then I'll Shadow Blade.
Okay.
That's 2d8, right? If I hit. For damage.
You still have to use your action to attack with it.
It's bonus action.
Most action to cast. You use your action to actually attack with it.
You launch one with the spell, though.
You can throw it. You can resummon it with a bonus action. You still need the action to attack with it.
Oh.
Okay.
Never mind.
Okay.
That's why if you have Booming Blade, you can bonus action cast it, then cast Booming Blade and hit with it with a Booming Blade.
Alright.
That's what I was doing.
That's right, that was
That's what I'm doing.
Drill is up. One guy left in the room.
Fucking. Oh, that's so silly. That's so silly.
21.
Yeah.
Holy shit for my lightning damage.
Yeah, everyone shit in general.
19.
Not against me.
Piercing damage. 1 lightning damage.
19. Okay. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
You drill right into him, and he just kind of crumples and
He just like piercing through me, just starts spitting on my fucking grill.
Yep. Okay. Anything else you want to do? All right. Back at the top then. So you see the one guy of the book appear to just full on sprint, take a turn, and disappear out of sight. The other guy is going to kind of stop in his tracks, turn around when you turn around, he's going to run up, and he is going to attempt to grapple you. So pose and grapple.
Fail as you watch. Oh, probably. That's 13.
Okay. So, you kind of see him run up behind you as he goes to grab you, and then you just see him trip and fall.
Holy shit, you are that bad.
I wrote a
just
nat
say
one.
out loud.
I wrote a fucking nat one. What else did he nothing. He just kind of duck his head and take the hide action.
Oh, you ain't gonna see me in a minute.
Alright. You're up.
Action, movement, step of the wind. I'm gonna chase that other guy. That's 135 feet.
Okay. And he was 95 feet ahead of you already?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you run through all the way through this, try and follow this path, until you get to a point where you see a manhole that seems to be open up on the ground. You drop down? Alright. And with you dropping down, that's how we end the session.
Lightsaber out.
just as like a shallow, like glow of light that just drops down.
Right.
All right. Okay.
So lucky I didn't get to fucking hit that entire time, man. I was gonna stunning strike the shit out of them.
The item is a very good item. Unfortunately, you have a way to break out illusions easily, but still a good item.
Yeah, but I have to use my bonus action,
Correct.
which means I can't catch up to them either. It's fucking like, oh, cool, I have an answer. Oh.
All right.
But they have bonus action dashes.
What?
They have other bonus action dashes.
Yes, they do. And hide. That one thief hit really well.
I didn't see him.
He thinks he's fine, but then drill falls on him.
Hopefully next week I can roll anything above a fucking 5.
Anything? Yeah, and then you fucking hit me with all that shit. You did 49 damage to me, man.
You have
That's over
the
half.
lowest AC, to be fair.
Yeah, for the moment. I didn't fully stat out. I was gonna go with a 20 wisdom to make it super stun bill, but I decided I wanted the feet instead.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in. I appreciate all the love for tonight.
Thanks for the patience, because new characters. Still trying to figure them out. Made them this morning.
We will be back next week, continue this off. You go through your sewer excursion, and you guys are left with 2 motionless bodies in a room that is kind of seared.
What if when I come back, I'm a were-rat?
Oh.
I'm not. I would be Splinter.
You would be Splinter.
I'm a monk, dude.
All right.
I would need to like adopt 4 tortoise people. The Totem. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
All right.
Please vote.
We will
now.
continue this next week. Special thanks before we go to Raspberry Ginger Ale. It's delicious. We're not sponsored, but I love to be. Have a good night, everybody.
It is.
Panford, call us.